Welcome to QuickBytes Education. Today's QuickByte is all about NFC, hotspots, and tethering for CompTIA A+. Explained simply, quickly, and clearly. Let's get started. Your phone does a lot more than make calls, send texts, and run apps. It can make contactless payments, share internet with other devices, connect a laptop to cellular data, and even act like a mini Wi-Fi router. And if you're studying for CompTIA A+ Core 1, you need to understand mobile connection features like NFC, hotspots, and tethering because they show up in real-world IT support all the time. So today, we're breaking them down in plain English. Let's start with the big idea. Mobile devices can connect and communicate in different ways. Some connections are used for short-range communication, like NFC. Some are used to share internet access, like mobile hotspots. And some are used to connect one device directly to another for internet sharing, like tethering. These features are useful, but they also come with security, performance, battery, and data usage concerns. For CompTIA A+, don't just memorize the terms. Understand what each feature does and when a user might use it. First, let's talk about NFC. NFC stands for Near Field Communication. It is a short-range wireless technology that allows two devices to communicate when they are very close together. Usually, this means just a few centimeters apart. The easiest example is mobile payment. When someone taps their phone or smartwatch at a payment terminal, that is usually using NFC. NFC can also be used for access badges, transit cards, quick device pairing, smart tags, and sharing small amounts of information. The key idea is this. NFC is designed for very close-range communication. Unlike Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, NFC is not meant for long-distance connections. It is meant for quick, close, tap-style communication. Here are a few examples. You tap your phone to pay at a store. You use a phone as a digital transit pass. You tap an access card to enter a building. You scan an NFC tag to open a website or launch an app. You tap two devices together to start pairing. In IT support, users may ask why Tap to Pay is not working, why an access badge is not being recognized, or why an NFC tag is not responding. That could be caused by NFC being turned off, a locked device, a case blocking the signal, app settings, payment settings, damaged hardware, or the device being held too far away from the reader. Now let's talk about NFC security. Because NFC works at such a short range, it is harder to accidentally connect to something far away. But that does not mean users should ignore security. Users should keep their device locked, use trusted payment apps, avoid scanning unknown NFC tags, and turn off NFC if they do not use it. For CompTIA A+, remember this. NFC is convenient, but it can involve sensitive information like payments, identity, or access control, so it should be managed carefully. Next, let's talk about hotspots. A mobile hotspot allows a device, usually a smartphone or cellular-enabled tablet, to share its cellular internet connection with other devices. Think of it like turning your phone into a small Wi-Fi router. For example, if your laptop does not have Wi-Fi access, but your phone has cellular data, you can turn on the phone's hotspot and connect the laptop to it. The laptop then uses the phone's cellular data connection to access the internet. This is useful when traveling, working remotely, studying at a coffee shop, or dealing with an internet outage. Here's the simple version. Your phone connects to the internet through the cellular network. Then your phone creates a small Wi-Fi network. Other devices like laptops or tablets connect to that Wi-Fi network using a hotspot name and password. Once connected, those devices use the phone's cellular data. For CompTIA A+, remember that hotspots usually depend on cellular service, signal strength, data plan limits, and device settings. If the phone has poor cellular signal, the hotspot will probably be slow. If the data plan has a hotspot limit, the connection may slow down or stop after reaching that limit. Hotspot security matters. If a user creates an open hotspot with no password, other people nearby may be able to connect and use their data. That can create security risks and increase data usage. A secure hotspot should use a strong password and modern encryption, such as WPA2 or WPA3 when available. Users should also turn off the hotspot when they are done using it. Leaving a hotspot on can drain battery, use data, and create unnecessary exposure. For IT support, if a user says their hotspot is not working, check the basics first. Is cellular data enabled? Is hotspot allowed by the carrier plan? Is the hotspot turned on? Is the laptop connected to the correct network? Is the password correct? Is airplane mode off? Is the cellular signal strong enough? Now let's talk about tethering. Tethering means sharing a mobile device's internet connection with another device. A hotspot is one type of tethering, but tethering can happen in different ways. The three common types are Wi-Fi tethering, USB tethering, Bluetooth tethering. Wi-Fi tethering is what most people call a mobile hotspot. The phone creates a Wi-Fi network and other devices connect wirelessly. USB tethering uses a cable to connect the phone directly to a computer. Bluetooth tethering shares the connection over Bluetooth. Wi-Fi tethering is convenient because multiple devices can connect without cables. For example, a phone can share internet with a laptop, tablet, or another phone. The downside is that it can use more battery and performance depends on wireless signal quality and cellular signal quality. Wi-Fi tethering is great for quick access, but it may drain the phone quickly if used for a long time. USB tethering connects the phone to a computer with a cable. This can be useful because it may provide a more stable connection than Wi-Fi tethering. It can also charge the phone while connected, depending on the device and computer. USB tethering is commonly used when a single computer needs internet access and a wired connection is preferred. For troubleshooting, make sure the cable supports data transfer, not just charging. That is important because some USB cables only provide power and do not support data. Bluetooth tethering uses Bluetooth to share internet between devices. It usually uses less power than Wi-Fi tethering, but it is often slower. This may be okay for basic tasks like email or light browsing, but it is usually not ideal for video streaming, downloads, or heavy internet use. For CompTIA A+, remember the basic trade-off. Wi-Fi tethering is convenient and supports multiple devices. USB tethering can be stable and wired. Bluetooth tethering may use less power, but is usually slower. So what is the difference between hotspot and tethering? A hotspot is usually a wireless Wi-Fi network created by a mobile device to share cellular internet. Tethering is the broader term for sharing a mobile device's internet connection with another device. So a hotspot is a type of tethering, but tethering can also happen over USB or Bluetooth. That distinction is important for CompTIA A+ and for real-world troubleshooting. Now let's look at common problems. A laptop cannot find the phone's hotspot. A hotspot password is not working. The connection keeps dropping. The hotspot is slow. USB tethering is not detected. Bluetooth tethering connects but has no internet. The phone gets hot or battery drains quickly. The user reaches their mobile data limit. When troubleshooting, check the simple things first. Make sure cellular data is turned on. Make sure hotspot or tethering is enabled. Confirm the carrier plan supports hotspot use. Check the hotspot name and password. Restart the phone and the connecting device. Move to an area with stronger cellular signal. Check for battery saver settings that may disable hotspot features. And make sure the device is not in airplane mode. Here's a quick real-world example. A user says, "My laptop won't connect to my phone's hotspot." An IT support technician should not immediately assume the laptop is broken. First, check whether the phone has cellular service. Then check whether hotspot is enabled. Confirm the laptop is selecting the correct hotspot network. Verify the password. Check whether the carrier plan allows hotspot use. Restart both devices. And if USB tethering is being used, try a different cable that supports data transfer. That's the CompTIA A+ troubleshooting mindset. Start simple, verify the basics, and test one thing at a time. So why do NFC, hotspots, and tethering matter for CompTIA A+? Because mobile devices are a major part of modern IT support. Users rely on phones, tablets, and laptops to connect, authenticate, pay, share internet, and stay productive. As an IT support technician, you may need to explain these features, configure them, troubleshoot them, or help users use them safely. NFC connects to security and short-range communication. Hotspots connect to mobile internet sharing. Tethering connects to device connectivity, data usage, and troubleshooting. These are practical skills that show up in real-world support environments. So, quick recap. NFC stands for Near Field Communication. It is used for short range tap style communication like mobile payments, access cards, and NFC tags. A mobile hotspot lets a phone or cellular device share internet through Wi Fi. Tethering means sharing a mobile device's internet connection with another device. Tethering can happen through Wi Fi, USB, or Bluetooth. Wi Fi tethering is convenient. USB tethering can be more stable. Bluetooth tethering may use less power, but is usually slower. And when troubleshooting, always check cellular data, signal strength, passwords, carrier plan support, device settings, cables, and battery saving features. And that's NFC, hotspots, and tethering explained in simple terms. If you're studying for CompTIA A Plus Core 1, remember this. Mobile connections are not just about getting online. They are about understanding how devices communicate, share access, and stay secure. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep building your tech confidence. Subscribe for more quick tech lessons from QuickBytes Education, where complex topics become simple, one quick bite at a time.